It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Giants and the Vikings. And it comes your way next.
On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins rolling to his left. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins steps away. And he rifles one incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
1st and 10.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Now a throw here, hauled in. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook a 1st down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield.
Touchdown, Vikings! Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Cooper on the return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Cooper on the return.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Now Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw again. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First down, here's Cousins. Out to his left.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Play fake, Cousins. Forced out to his left.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Here's Cousins. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Cooper on the return.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And quickly, they get to the line. First down, here's the run with Cook. Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 29. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Cousins here to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Joseph's got it. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Cooper on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35 on second down, Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. The hit. Comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their